Hi, this is Saintjerome with another crypto experience. Today is 8/14 of 23. Yesterday, Bix Weir on 8/13/23 put out a podcast talking about Theta and also silver. Um, Bix podcast by the name Road to Ruta, so you can find him when you search for it. This is his symbol that you can find. Road to Ruta there. I took that off a screenshot off of his podcast. You can also go to roadtoruta.com. And if you want to join Bix's private road, then he'll give you some videos that he doesn't give anybody else, kind of like Patreon, but all of it goes right to him straight up. If you, this is not really an ad for Bix, but if you pay the private road fee, then he sends you a special Road the Ruta coin, uh, a solid 1 ounce of silver. And right now, silver is about $22.71, I think I saw today. And gold was like $1,916 and some odd cents. The historical ratio of gold is 16 to 1. And right now it's way out of whack. It's over 80, 82 to 1 or so. So silver is the buy of the century, in my opinion, and also Bix's opinion too. Bix worked for years, about 20 years in the precious metal industry. And then he found that it was such a scam. They were holding the price of silver down artificially. It's amazing to me that you can get such a good investment in silver and pay so little for it because in my opinion, not financial advice. In Bix's opinion, I would say for him, not financial advice, but we're going to see an explosion. The technology needs alone of silver is just going to be outrageous. It already is getting that way, and supplies are getting low on the precious metal exchanges of silver. Um, I'm hearing that after it is mined, the ratio becomes about 4 to 1 by the silver you lose, etc. So, wow, and it's 85 to 1 right now. So, I mean, you're to me, you're making 20 times your money speculatively just by buying silver versus gold. And plus, one advantage silver has over gold is you can get it in small amounts that are still worth quite a bit. So you can go as far as U.S. currency, or not currency, but U.S. Coinage, and get silver dimes, 1964 and below, and they're around $3 or so. So you can break down silver pretty far if you're using some denominations from countries. American coinage is good to go because people recognize it, and when times get tough, that may be the one that everybody accepts, including governmental things that are still around like that. So anyway, what this video is mostly about was at the beginning was the crypto, we'll call it a cryptocurrency, but it's a utility token too, and that's Theta. I'm a big Theta fan. I kind of missed the boat when Theta came through. I mean, I got in and it was a good price, and then it shot up to $16, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's going to the moon!" A couple of psychics had predicted it was going to go really high. Michelle White Dove, may she rest in peace, was one. There's another one too. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but they're calling it. Everybody's calling it. What makes Theta so great is it reroutes the internet. So you volunteer your bandwidth. You can do that with your laptop. You can do that with a smart TV, and you get paid in its side token Theta Fuel as a currency, and both of them have value. Theta Fuel was up there quite a bit. I think it was about, okay, I'm saying on the top of my head, 60 cents, 70 cents. Now it's probably around 3 cents a token or so. But if you have 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 Theta Fuel, you start to get a few bucks along the way. What's neat about Theta Fuel, you can stake both of them on the Theta wallet, and you're earning, both of them produce more Theta Fuel. And so you get, wow, like that. And then they added a third one, Theta Drop, which is used a lot in NFT as awards. The Theta blockchain just isn't like a cryptocurrency. It's also like a smart chain, and you can come in and use your own blockchain. There's a lot of validator nodes, which are the big ones, and like Samsung, Google are validator nodes, some other big companies. You might just see a company like Amazon jump on sometime, and they can run their own blockchain off of the Theta blockchain. So now there's some controversy. Is Theta uh, barging in on Reggie Middleton's um, patents or not? But you know what? also Roto-Rooter has 12 unique patents too. So it'll be interesting how this all shakes out. If the SEC was a little more clear on everything, people wouldn't be guessing, right? Would they? So I'm going to show you a few screenshots off of Bix's presentation. I think it's well worth the watch. He talks about Theta at first, and then he gets in a little bit of crypto and how they're manipulating the prices. Plus, a little bonus, banks that are not doing so hot. We've all know about Silicon Valley, but goodness gracious, a lot of the big banks. So let me just pick some off the top of my head. I just got done with a loan with PNC, and they're having trouble. JP Morgan's having trouble. Bank of America's having trouble. Wells Fargo's having trouble. Wow, those are some big banks. Part of the plan seems to be, not financial advice, to take those regional banks that are going in trouble and condensing them down into these big banks and kind of save their butt like that, and get us down about 6 major banks, and that's it. So here's Bix talking about what a bargain Theta is now. There it is. At that time, he's looking at 73 cents. Look at that giant spike in the middle. Wow, it shot up from like just pennies to $16. Uh, Everybody thought it was going to the moon, except for one podcaster, Jay Snips. He sold, and he sold at the high point. Wow, he did real well. Now it's gone up a little bit since then, but we see some of us podcasters see that this will be a big thing in the future. Not financial advice, but yeah, I think it's going to be one of the big ones too. I agree with Bix on that. So if you do want to dabble into Theta, Theta Fuel, and even Theta Drop, where do you get it? Well, one place you can get it, and this is how I got some originally, folks. You couldn't get any place. I got my first batch, I think, before you couldn't on Binance several years ago. And now, boom, we can't even use Binance, right? Binance USA, but can't use the other Binance. And this is one that Jay Snips said you could use, and it worked out pretty good that time. Then I switched to, I think it's called Dex.io. Don't hold me to that. I never had any trouble with either one eventually. I did have some trouble with Simple Swap at first. They were always really good to help, but sometimes the transactions kind of get lost for a couple hours. But we always got support and never end up. We eventually all the swaps went through. Some of them are instantaneous, and some of them were a little bunched up. I think they have to go and find it sometimes, right? But they always gave us for the price that we agreed to. So I give them a thumbs up. I'd say an A minus, but I have nothing bad to hold against them. And this is the site, so you pick what you want to trade, your Ethereum, say, for your Theta, and they have like a minimum amount, and you'll know that when you try to put it in, they'll tell you how much they want. So this is one way. Another way to get some Theta is if you have the Exodus wallet, you can take another currency that you have, such as Bitcoin, Litecoin, and you can trade it for Theta, Theta Fuel right there. Bix showed a couple screens where the banks are having problems, and folks, I'm of the opinion, a lot of people are of the opinion that the banks are going to go down and they're going to take you with them. So it might be wise to have yourself spread around different kinds of ways to hold your wealth. Cryptocurrency is one of them, and so is precious metals. You might want to have some cash out, because if things were to close down, um, financially, cash will probably be valuable for a while. All fiat currencies, that's currencies not backed by anything, and we have a fiat currency, they always have, every single one's failed, and we're way on overtime. They're usually 50 years at max, and we're approaching on 100 years. We keep pulling some little tricks. So here is a chart Bix put out there talking about commercial real estate loans by bank size. The large banks have a better ratio of their investment in real estate, where the small banks came in when the big banks were laying off and gone in, and now they're having some little trouble. So you're going to see some small banks running issues because they're invested in real estate loans. This didn't come out as clear as I wanted, but this is an example of the banks that Bix went through on this podcast: JP Morgan, Chase, and they were $42 billion in the hole. I believe that was for the quarter. And all those big banks were down several. Even little PNC was around 10 billion. So if I'm going to give Bix's podcast a grade, I would give it an A. It was very informative. He gave you his opinion, not financial advice also. So Theta may be worth looking into to get a little bit more Theta, especially when it's under $1. So it's undervalued in my opinion, Bix's opinion, not financial advice. Silver, it's way undervalued, way undervalued in my opinion, Bix's opinion. That might be worth looking into. And then, as I say, like survival things too, such as cash. Now, there's other good currencies now in the Litecoin community. We like Litecoin. We think Litecoin is like the best currency there is. Of course, Bitcoin maximalists are not going to like that saying. There's a place for Bitcoin, but it's a little bit more dodgy now to use where Litecoin's really quick. I haven't historically been a proponent of XRP, but wow, it looks like it's going to be doing very well in the future. Now, I believe, this is my opinion, Jay Snips kind of helped me think about this, but we believe there's a big crash coming in everything. So Bix talks about it too. So we're not sure you're going to need to hodl, hold on for dear life, not financial advice, but and get through that time period. So we're not even going to know what things are really worth. I mean, we saw oil go down to below $40 a barrel, like negative 40. That's impossible, but it did it. And then, well, lo and behold, that one president we had, he scooped in and bought a whole bunch of oil put it in the reserves, which I hear is going to be empty here pretty soon. Don't know how smart that is. Anyway, hey, I'm just a podcaster. What do I know? So anyway, I would give Bix an A. And let me show you his Road to Ruta coin, which is pretty cool. And then we will call it quits for today. Here is one of the coins. I couldn't find my picture I had of Road Ruta detail, but Road Ruta is this little girl here, and she finds out about by parable about gold and silver. So that's a little heart they hand painted on each of these in the center there, and that's her on the front. It comes in this nice little case here. They're numbered. Includes authentication certificate and a velvet case. Is pretty nice. I did get the backside of Bix's coin. May the road you choose be the right road, Bix Weir. And then it says stack me. So, hey, you can only get this through Bix if you're going to stack. And get a few memberships along the way. I picked up and then at his meetup sometimes you can get a hold of these coins. I got about 3 of them, maybe 4 of them or so. I got one of the originals. It wasn't this one. Another Road Ruta coin I got by losing weight with Amy Ware and following the raw food diet. Wow, they surprised us when we showed up at the Bitcoin Bins meetup 3 years ago. They surprised us with that coin, which that was a pretty cool prize to get, especially when you weren't suspecting it. Very nice. And the final feature is each coin is individually numbered on the side of the coin. That's pretty neat also. So, well, thanks for coming and watching the podcast today. I want to get something out real quick since I hadn't put anything out for about a week or more. And I caught this video and wow, I thought that was really good. So you might want to diversify a few things, not financial advice. Good luck out there. I'm hearing some critical dates are coming up here very soon. August the 22nd, the BRICS nations are going to announce something. I heard India's kind of having a little fallout with they're the eye of BRICS nation. There's a lot of nations going to go in there. Rumor is they're going to be switching to a gold-based currency, but I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate or not. Maybe a token of some kind. We're not quite sure what's going on there yet, too. Also, I'm hearing also about same time period in September 15 or so. Things may get a little rough in the USA financial market. Not financial advice once again. So I keep saying that, but yeah, not financial advice. So thanks for coming and watching. I'll get another video out to you a little sooner than this time. And thank you very much.